Hey guys, what's up? So today is my first attempt at Pollo Guisado a la Dominicana. I don't know, don't come at me if you're Dominican. If it's not right, I'm so sorry. First off, you need to get some chicken, preferably the one with the bone. You're gonna add sofrito, but I didn't have sofrito, so I just blended some cilantro, some bell pepper, some ajo or garlic, and some onion, and just a little bit of water, and made some sofrito. And I added that to my chicken. I added a little bit of oil, some paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, cumin, and some adobo. And it's been sitting here marinating for about an hour. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna heat some oil, just enough to cover the bottom of the pot. And then what you see here, is sugar. I just put like maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of sugar in the pan, and it's already brown. So I'm going to start adding my chicken now, and that's to give the chicken like a little crust. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start adding my chicken. So as you can see, I added it right here, and I forgot to tell you guys that I also added some soy sauce to the marinade. Not a lot though, just like maybe 3 or 4 squirts. But I have a lot of chicken though, so based on how much chicken you need to do less. And I just want to show you guys how good my chicken is marinated. And as you can tell, I don't want to take off the skin because it gives flavor, but I do pull back the skin. That way I can get the chicken fully marinated and I can still keep the skin on. If you don't care about the chicken, then you don't have to. If you don't care about the skin, then you don't have to. You can take the skin off. So basically, you just want to wait until it gets like a crust on the side, on one side, then flip it. And right now, you're not cooking the chicken through. You're just trying to like give it a crust on the outside. Sear is the correct word for that, guys. Sear. I'm also doing some black beans, homemade, so that I can do white rice and black beans on the side. And for those, you just basically do a bag of beans, however big you want. I threw in a half of an onion because my bag of beans was only 2 pounds. I threw in a few garlic cloves and some bay leaves or laurel. So I turned up the heat a little bit because it was taking a while to get the crust on the skin. Also, I took out all of this liquid out of the pot because the chicken had made some liquid and we don't need the liquid right now. We're just going to reserve that until we add the chicken back in to make our gravy. So after I took the liquid out, it started to brown up a lot better. So I went ahead and flipped it. Now whenever it gets like a crust on the other side, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna add my other chicken, and then we're gonna add it all back together and make the gravy. This is what the first batch is looking like after I got that one out, and it's all crispy. And then I added the second batch back to the pan. I had all these sauces left over, so I'm just gonna like take out the chicken skin, and I'm gonna add this to the sauce that I already took out of the pan, and I'm just gonna add this whenever we're making the gravy to make it more flavorful. And guys, don't get it twisted. I forgot to tell you guys, but I did wash my chicken. Well, I cleansed my chicken in lemon juice and salt. And I know that there's a controversy about that. Personally, I was never taught to clean chicken. Well, I was never taught to cook, but it is what it is. But I feel cleaner. I feel better whenever I clean the chicken. So I clean it. You do what you want to do. So basically, we took all the chicken out. It was 2 rounds. Now we're just going to go in with the gravy and deglaze the pot. You just want to kind of go around with a spoon, like trying to get all the little black bits up. And that gives it way more flavor. The little things that you see there are garlic, because I didn't have any minced garlic to add to the marinade. So I added whole crushed garlic. So they're still like whole garlic cloves and they're crushed. So yeah, you just want to kind of move it around on the bottom and like try to, I'm using the tongs still, but you guys can use like a spoon or whatever, a spatula, whatever. Anyways, you want to wait until it comes to a boil, and after that you're gonna add a thing of tomato sauce. I think I'm only gonna add 1 because I don't want the tomato flavor to be too powerful, but I have a lot of chicken, so I don't know, I may add 2. And then I'm gonna add some water. Well, I'm gonna put the chicken first. And then I'm going to add some water to cover it. And then I'm going to cover the pot with the lid for about like 40 minutes, and then it's gonna be done. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you guys, you can add bell peppers, all colors, and onions. Honestly, I used my last bell pepper in the sofrito, so I don't have any of that right now. So I'm just gonna add the onions, and I'm gonna add those right on top of the chicken, but I'll show you guys. So this is what it's looking like after I got it all in the pot. I'm gonna add these onions. It says to add red onion, but I don't have it. And since I don't have the bell peppers, I'm gonna add just one small jalapeno chopped up and 2 bay leaves or hoja de laurel. So this is what we're looking like so far. I mean, you guys can taste the caldo to see if it has enough salt after a little while, but me personally, I'm vegetarian, so I'm not gonna do it. I trust the process of what I put in there. So yeah, so this is what it's looking like. I have a little bit of the juices left from the chicken that I took out after I seared it, so I'm gonna pour that over. And after that, I'm going to add a little bit more water. Now, if I see that it's not thickening for some reason, the sauce, then I'm going to add a little bit more tomato sauce and maybe even a cornstarch slurry. So, yeah, guys. So, let's see what this does. As you can tell, I added just enough water to like cover everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it up to like medium high, and I'm going to cover it with the lid. So this is what it's looking like after about an hour. After about an hour on simmer, it still has a little bit of caldo, but that's okay because my husband likes it like that. But if you guys wanted a little thicker, like I said, you could do a cornstarch slurry, or you could add some more tomato paste or tomato sauce, either way, or you could put less liquid. But I did add some cilantro to the top, and now I'm going to plate it up. And this is what my plate looks like as a vegetarian. I always want to show you guys that option because just in case someone in your family is vegetarian, it was super hard for me at first to get meal ideas. This is just rice and black beans, and it's a really good meal, flavorful and packed with protein.